Good morning. This is Shri here, and here to provide you the recap of the women's singles final between Arna Sabalenka and Qiwen Zheng. And this is Sabalenka's second straight Australian Open final appearance and Zheng's first appearance in the final. So, as I mentioned yesterday, I did pick Sabalenka to win the Australian Open, something like 6-4, 6-3, and she won 6-3 and 6-2. Just looking at the raw power of her game, her serve, and her overall court presence really was the one that I thought was going to be the deciding factor in the match. And it turned out to be exactly that. In the first set, Sabalenka ran up to a 3-0 lead as quickly as ever. And Zheng had a tough time catching up to it. Zheng had some incredible shots, and she's got a very bright future ahead of her. But Sabalenka was just too much for her in the first set. And in the second set, the same story where she jumped on an early lead, got an early break, ran to a 4-1 lead, eventually at 5-2, serving at 40 love. That was probably some of the highlight things for Zheng because she was able to save 4 match points, but just Sabalenka was just too good. And she had a very flawless performance in the Australian Open. She definitely did not drop a single set, to my mind, and won her second straight Australian Open. Now, this is like a great, when I saw the Netflix series, The Breakpoint, where Sabalenka was still trying to win her first, and the amount of pressure on her to win a major because she's actually gone through a lot. I mean, she had the yips where she could not even serve properly, and then she fell behind the rankings, but her perseverance and her determination and her grit, definitely, she won the first Australian Open, and I did talk about that in my previous podcast. And then winning it back to back, she actually went to the final in the U.S. Open. So, she's actually been to, a lot of finals now. She's got the experience, and I do really think that her experience won her this match against Zheng. Again, kudos to Zheng for getting to the final. She had an unbelievable run. She's young, and she's definitely has all the strokes for her to be very successful. I would think like she would make the top 10, and then who knows where it goes from there. Again, for most of these players, it's the confidence. Winning 1 or 2 titles gives them a lot of confidence to go forward. And that's exactly what happened to Sabalenka. And Sabalenka is right now, along with Iga Swiatek and Coco Gauff, probably the top 3 players in the game right now. And I think Sabalenka deserves all the credit. Her team deserves all the credit. And, she has back-to-back championships. And let's see if she can do a three-peat. We do have a break between now and the French Open. So Sabalenka probably has a lot of other WTA titles ahead of her. That would end, recap the women's singles final. But I did want to end on that. There is another men's doubles final that did happen right after the women's singles final. That was Bopanna and Ebden. Bopanna from India, Ebden from Australia, beat the Italian pair 7-6, 7-5. This is Bopanna's first Grand Slam title, and he also ascended to the world number 1 spot as well. So kudos to Bopanna and Ebden. Was able to watch a lot of those matches this time, and really think that age is just a number, and he just proved it. So that wraps up our women's singles final and the men's doubles final recap. Looking forward to the men's final tomorrow. So here's who we have. We have Medvedev on one side, and we have Sinner on the other side. Sinner definitely has been the most consistent players on the tour, and Medvedev too. So it's going to be a battle of wits, battle of who is going to make the first mistake. They're both excellent players. They both are players who can get into a rally, just get down in the trenches, and go back and forth on everything. So let's see who will come out on top, and I'll see if I can get Dr. Dan to do a podcast with me later tonight to do our men's final preview. With that, enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you.